Okay, stream is live.
Yeah, share. Okay, well then that's everyone. Are we spectating, eh? Or must I join the race but park on the ground or what?
No, you can spectate.
Let's do it. Ready?
Yeah, I'm spectating.
Set them off. Hope that's everything right. Engines are revving. I've got a black screen. I don't know what's going on.
Off we go. Grub Gamblers had a bad start.
Yeah. Too much wheel spin on them. But thankfully no cause for a restart.
Yep, luckily no. Well, we've got
Very clean start.
currently in
Oh,
third.
there's a bit of a bash in there going on.
Uncle Folly at the back. Grub Gambler in sixth.
Omar's running away in the front, as predicted, I think.
Yeah, as predicted, like you said. So on the first lap, it's Beamerstein in first. In second, we've got Mika the Monster. With Mornay just behind him. It looks like Mornay's going to try and go for the overtake.
Oh, Alton still got
on
it
the
though.
outside. Inside, outside. Is he going to go for the inside now? He's going. Let's see what happens into the final corner.
Ooh,
and
Alton's run wide.
Mika's gone all the way out wide, and that loses him a lot of positions. He's down to fifth from second.
Ooh, it's gonna feel.
Okay, so
but there's 15
now,
laps, so anything can happen.
Yep, and they need to pit once at least. Okay, so second is Mornay now with Remington in third. And TC off in fourth, and it looks like he wants to overtake Remington.
TC off is one of our newer competitors.
Yes,
So it's his first season with us.
And he is trying on the outside of Remington, coming through the
there
inside.
they go.
Oh, a bit of contact. And that leaves Remington's back and forth.
Stick Raccoon's also coming down the last straight now.
Yeah, he's going to try and... He's taking Remington.
Oh,
Remington's going out wide again. Oh, and
Sprung can't follow him.
And Grub Gambler is not too far behind them. Rowan, did you manage to share the link?
TC off and Mornay just got... Yes, I did. Yeah, TC off and Mornay did have a bit of contact.
Oh,
might have to look into that.
Seventh now, Remington just in front of him.
Might be a few choice words going on there.
Yeah, a couple of them. So let's see what's happening on the front. Lake, okay for now.
actually want to have a look at the liveries of everyone, because I remember seeing some good ones on that.
TC Off and Grip Gambler is the only two teammates in this AM group.
Okay.
And their liveries look the same, and I have to say Beamer Star's livery looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's insane.
With the meat on it.
Even like you say, TC Off, that whole... I think that was Rowan's or Grip Gambler's mate do there.
Yes, yes.
He was teasing us all the pictures the whole time. That Caustic Raccoon also looks pretty good.
Yeah,
like his striped livery going there.
And Mika the Monster going with Monster badges in his name and a yellow Ferrari. I have to say I'm surprised with Raccoon's choice of car. Not a lot of people went for this.
I think the biggest problem with it is you try and upgrade anything and it shoots the PR too high, so you can't actually bring it down, even with bigger rims and all of that.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the reasons I didn't choose it. Felt a bit disadvantaged in that half.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sprunkon went with Lance, yeah?
Yeah. We've got Remington and Mornay having a good race here. They're keeping it clean so far. Ooh. Oh,
Mornay struggling
as
to
I
get
say
past
that,
him.
yeah.
Oh, Mornay is drifting.
Commentator's curse. I think I must go watch someone else. And we've also got TC Off and Caustic Raccoon having a battle. Caustic Raccoon's doing very well in that XR4 TI.
Yeah, he is. And,
car full of acronyms.
Remington. Remington is in the... It looks like the Mazda. If I'm correct.
Yeah, it was.
And also did a very good
high-pitched
delivery on it. Okay, and then Mornay is in the Cougar. The Mercury.
Yeah. Well, Bruising Gnome says he's 5 minutes from being home, so he'll have to join in the second race.
The second race, yeah. The pity from him, or for him, he'll definitely wanted to join the first race already. I'm actually surprised to see Grip Gambler struggling like this. Down in 7th place. And Mika, after his couple of offs, he is definitely struggling to get back to the pack again.
But guys, wishing them all the best in the chat.
Okay. I was just about to ask what's happening in the chat.
Let's see what else we've got when it loads. There we go.
Uncle Folly looks like a rainbow that's on the track. The livery looks good.
Very bright.
Yeah. No one can miss him.
Gary's welcoming Dandadoo into the chat. He's using a stealth profile by the looks of it.
Oh, nice.
And Skormoltor is saying there goes Beaverstein.
Dandadoo is also supposed to be here, but unfortunately he's busy on a trip and can't join us, unfortunately.
Got Gary asking which guys are racing for points, which I can tell you.
Well, the guys racing
find
for
my
points,
resources.
Is Caustic Raccoon, Sprunkon, Remington, Uncle Folly. I think it's only the couple of them. And the guy that says he's on his way. I keep on forgetting
Bruising
his game
Man.
attack. Bruising Man. Those are the ones that's racing for points. Well, everyone will get points, but the three highest from those names we mentioned now is the guys getting promotion at the end of the season. Or the series, actually.
Just remember, Beamstein didn't qualify, so there's no points there.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. They will get
Yeah.
points for the race because the next round 2 will be determined. The first race will be determined on how the standings is. So they need to get points so that we can work out the positions of how they're going to start the race. But at the end of the season, even though Beamerstein finishes top of the log, he won't be able to get promoted.
Count,
yeah. So the top 3 after those who didn't qualify will be promoted. Well, Beamerstein with the fastest lap of 1:26.4.
Looks like someone's quite close to him though. No. He's obviously overtaken someone, I think.
Yeah, someone has been lapped.
Or overlapped, sorry.
And it's Uncle Folly. Uncle Folly has been lapped by Beamerstein. Well,
Caustic Raccoon
was...
and
yeah.
TC Off seem to be having a... they're spaced out a little for now. He's doing very well in that XR4.
Will be kicking himself for unable to to stick it on the black stuff in the beginning of the race.
Ooh. I see Caustic Raccoon has stopped for pits. I'm actually going to watch him now. I want to see what happens in his pits, because I know some guys were actually saying that they end up getting stuck in the pit, so I'm hoping this race is not like that. Because I'm not sure how we would actually sort that out.
You said it's Caustic Raccoon in the pits. Let's try and follow him out.
So I'm busy watching him now. See what happens. I know there is a bit of collision into the wall. Good old turn 10. Yep, there it goes.
Yeah, there it goes.
This was actually quite clean.
He's actually tried everything to keep it straight again. That's good from him.
That wasn't so bad.
And I was trying to show the dash there. Sorry, no, we're going to ask you to leave the party as part of the stream. We do apologize.
They're almost done, so you'll have a race to join soon, so don't worry.
Yes, yeah, soon. I'm just showing the guys on the screen again that the dashboard is not working, so Forza still needs to sort out their nonsense.
Oh Lord. It's not one thing, it's the next. But,
I think it's to do with how many cars on track, because the other night there was only 2 or 3 cars on the track, and I managed to get the dashboard in.
yeah, okay.
But now it's not working.
Well, I'm seeing, yeah, Caustic Raccoon is actually catching Grip Gambler.
Oh, Beamerstein
So
in the
this
pits.
should be good. Yeah.
Oh, Beamerstein is
Beamerstein
struggling
has
out of
pitted.
the pits.
Ooh.
He's
Gonna get
struggling
dirty.
out of the pits.
Ooh, Caustic Raccoon's making a move on Grip Gambler.
I'm gonna go to that one now.
Yeah, and he's got past. There we go.
Okay, I just missed it.
See if they can keep it together. Yeah, Grip Gambler seems to be struggling with the Skyline.
Is it the Skyline that he's in?
I think so, yeah. Him and I think Ro... He was his
Oh yeah,
teammate.
you're right. It is the
Yeah.
Skyline.
The old school R31.
Yes.
But Mornay back in third. He's chasing down Sprunghan in second.
Yeah, he still needs to pit though.
Oh, Sprunghan's run
he's
hard.
gonna-
It's on the
He's
grass.
gonna take Springcon soon.
Ooh, don't touch.
Bit of a love tap.
Oh.
The Cougar is just so much faster out of the corner.
I don't think he was expecting
got
that.
him. Yeah,
there we go.
Mornay's got him.
Ooh, he's gonna go for the inside. Don't touch the grass.
No.
Ooh. He's running wide.
Beamerstein
Got it.
still with a 26.4 as the fastest lap. No, Mornay is currently in the lead. I think there's someone exiting the pit. Yo, that looks close. It's Beamerstein.
See, there's someone sitting on the line.
Raccoon. Caustic Raccoon has pitted and he's going up the inside of Beamerstein here. Of TC off. Almost said Beamerstein. But yeah, Caustic Raccoon is trying to.
I think he's going for a podium. Oh, he's got a bit of a drift going there.
Lost it. And I think that might be battle for second this.
I think overall, I think they have both stopped.
Yeah, but Mornay and Springcon still has to pit. Mornay opening a gap. Oh, and Springcon is off the track.
Ooh.
And Mornay going into the pit. Mornay, Mornay almost losing it into the pit. And I see Springcon also pitting.
Springcon followed,
past.
Yeah, I'm going to watch one of them. I'm going to watch Springcon and see if he can get a clean exit out the pits.
I'm looking back from Mornay.
I can kind of see from both, actually, if I think about it. Oh, there's a bit of a gap opening. Martini Lancia. Mornay's had a bit of a tough one.
And Springcon as well.
Oh, yes. I don't know how Remington made it through there.
Got lucky.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Note to all other drivers racing tomorrow and next week, please watch out for pits. It's seeming they become a real headache. I think with more drivers on track as well, it'd be something to definitely look out for.
And we've got Caustic Raccoon has passed TC off. And Caustic Raccoon is in second. As we were watching the guys exiting the pit, these two definitely had a tussle.
Mornay is fifth. He's got a bit of open air, maybe he can make something happen. Oh, but only 3 laps left. Alton's fourth, he's doing very well. Or Mika the Monster, sorry. TC off is third in his XR4. We got Caustic Raccoon. Oh, it was TC off is missing actually. Yeah. Caustic Raccoon is second, he's doing very well tonight. Especially for his first race.
Yeah, his first race with us is doing very good.
Even with some stylish drift on the exit of some corners there. Beamerstein running away with it in first, obviously.
Yeah, no, he'll definitely run away with it. But I have to say, there's it looks like Mornay is on the charge to try and catch Mika the Monster.
Ooh. Omar's actually, Beamerstein's just run wide onto the grass, but he does have quite a bit of a gap, so I think he's fine.
He's got a long gap. I'm just gonna change to.
I'm gonna watch Remington take on Mornay. Seems to be catching slowly but surely. Sound of that RX is something else though.
Well, Caustic Raccoon is 13 seconds behind Beamerstein at this stage.
It's not so much. I mean, one big mistake from Beamerstein and then Caustic Raccoon can actually take it.
And TC
He seems
is
to be very...
2.3 seconds behind Raccoon.
Ooh, we're gonna have a good battle here with Remington and Mornay.
Yeah, I see Remington is 0.2 of a second behind him.
Catching. Thankfully, the Cougar and Mornay's sake has got some good top end.
Yes. Sprint Corner is a further 8 seconds behind, and Grip Gambler is 29 seconds behind. And Beamerstein is catching Uncle Folly again for another
Overlap.
Beamerstein is stuck behind Uncle Folly and he finally gets past. But that definitely cost him 2 or 3 seconds.
Looks like Mornay has managed to open the gap again between him and Remington.
I think he made a small mistake, and that's why Remington was with him.
Yeah, spaced out a bit. There's not many other close battles.
It's 2 seconds now.
Caustic Raccoon still have a good gap. Jose is asking if it's reverse grid for race 2. That it is.
Yes, that is correct.
I'm not sure if we're going to have to check. I think you can set it as a setting in race setup. Otherwise, we'll just have to set it up manually. But either way, it will be reverse order. Right now, our closest battle is between Remington and Mornay still.
And Mornay,
he has managed to maintain the gap.
I have to say Raccoon and DC Off is also not too far from each other.
That's it. Only one lap to go. Once they finish this one,
definitely looks as one of the favourites to from this stage. He looks one of the favourites to go through to the next class at the end of the series. So this is going to be good.
Seems comfortable in this car of his, even though it's probably the lowest rated car out of all of them on track.
You know what? Surprisingly, when I tested my car, I tested a bunch of cars, and this one was not too far off the pace from the car I chose actually, and I mean not too far, like in 0.2 of a second or something slower than what I eventually chose. But
we've got Carl de Boer commenting on our stream. Greetings all, done my practice and ready as can be for Procast tomorrow. Maybe I'll start first for the second race. Sounds like he's got some confidence in his driving there. Do you never know, anything can happen. Yeah. Maybe he starts first. Maybe he starts last even.
Yeah, you never know. I know you and Gary had a tough time selecting cars.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that. I think this is the first series where I think both Gary and I were not 100% sure of any car to choose. And we literally just made a choice. I told Gary to choose and then I'll make a do with it. Because I don't want the pressure. So he's gone with the Corvette. So, but we'll make it work. It's nice because there's not many guys using it, so it's something different. Yeah. Oh, and the Idol. I think anyone in the comments that has actually listened to the Corvette Idol is just so good.
Yes, it is. I really wanted to take the Corvette, but I was struggling to get it set up.
Caustic Raccoon also coming into lap volley. And the Rainbow Nation of a car. Oh. TC off is also catching now. See if he can make it cleanly past.
Uncle Folly
Folly's
actually
off,
went
yeah.
off track just to let the guys
Okay.
pass.
Carl's giving us a warning as to what to expect from his car on the stream. Says, I have a cheeky surprise for commentators for pro class. A nice view of the back of my car. Hope it's PG safe. Please try keep it PG safe. I don't really want to get reported.
I think I've gone through through all of the levels, and I don't think there's anyone that's
There's
livery
no cause for concern. Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Looks like the race is done. Got Mika in fourth.
That was quick.
Well, Beamerstein first, Caustic Raccoon second, TC off in third, and my race is ended. Oh, it's, yep, there we go. So let's have a look.
So the standings was Beamerstein, then Raccoon in second, TC off in third, Mika in fourth, Mornay in fifth, Remington in sixth, Springcon in seventh, and Grip Gambler in eighth, and Uncle Folly in ninth. I see Uncle Folly did make 2 pit stops. And Rowan, I think you must maybe just check the timer behind.
Yeah, let's see what it's on. I'm sure I set it to 2 minutes.
When the race finishes.
Yeah, it was on 2 minutes. And I can put it up to 4. Be enough laps. We've got simulation damage. Collision mode is on. Good, we've got standing. Yeah, let's see, change sort. Hopefully that is right. Seems good for.
Grid now.
Yeah. I don't know why they don't just say reverse grid, yes or no, but they try ascending and descending, so let's see what happens. Let's just wait for everyone to ready up, and then we can get going again. Come on guys, race 2, let's do it. Okay, well we've got Cruising Gnome back in the game. Then is TC off as well, Folly. Something is wrong here though.
10 drivers.
They're just
now.
checking that now. I think we're gonna have to set it manually.
Oh, just
Seeing,
because of the guy that that joined afterwards, because he's gonna have to start at the front now.
Okay, so let me. What I'll do is set it up manual. This is fine. How do you set it there? Ah, Okay, so first we will have Folly. Where is his car? Okay.
I'll tell you so first place must be Bruising
Ollie.
Gnome. No.
I think we'll start Bruising Gnome at the back though, because he didn't race.
Okay. So then Grip Gambler.
And let's see, he is there, so we'll shove him there. And then Sprungkorn. Where is Mr. Sprungkorn? He can go there. Then we've got Remington. Go there.
And then Mornay.
Then Mornay. Where's Mornay? There he is there. He's after Remington.
And then it's Mika the Monster.
He will go after Mornay. But now why am I there? Let me just move me to the back.
Okay, he's supposed to be spectating.
And you. Okay.
I think I am on. Oh, I'm not.
Polly, Grip, Gambler, Sprungkorn, Remington. Mornay. Bruising Gnome can go in front of us. Beamstan, Mika. Then TC off. Then Caustic. Just like that. I think we're good.
Let's just put yourself on spectate.
There we go. Just need Bruising Gnome to ready up. And Mornay. And then we can hit it, I think.
I'm just waiting for the guys to ready up.
One more to go. Come on. Yeah. Anyone can just get hold of Mornay. Just tell him I'm waiting for him. Spring gone as well. There we go. John, you ready? Set them loose.
Yes, I am. You can
Let's do
set
it.
them loose.
It looks right. Yes, Mornay, make it easier. Oh, let's see what happens this race. Should be interesting. Hopefully we don't have any glitches in the beginning so we can actually watch this first part of the race. And they're off. There we go, they're off. Oh, we've got some people going off already. Alton's off. Mornay.
That's normally the case.
Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. There we go.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, first corner is clean.
Oh. We've got Foley trying to keep the inside line here. Let's see how he'll let everyone through, or if he's going to go for gold. Or bronze at this time. TC off is going a bit sideways there. Chasing the Rainbow Nation.
Oh, Uncle Folly going out wide and just got him in front
Raccoon
of
coming up.
Raccoon with Beamerstein.
Omar
Beamerstein going out wide and on the grass. Uncle Folly is not gonna make it easy.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's fast on the outside.
Now
What
it's just
overtake.
Remington and Bruising Gnome left.
Yeah. Beamerstein is definitely gonna have his work cut out now.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it's nice to see Bruising Rome is actually one of the only ones using the Mustang. So we've got one XR4 and one Roush Mustang.
Okay, and Uncle Folly is lost.
Yes. So, but I think he's a lot more stress-free if that's the case.
Yeah, I think he's gonna enjoy being lost.
Let's see where we've got a good battle going on here. 7th, I see someone. Ooh. Got Mika taking on Group Gambler and Beamerstein. Oh! Beamerstein running got pushed a bit wide there.
Did Bruising Gnome damage his car? I'm seeing he is struggling.
It does seem like he's wobbling a bit, so he could have maybe got a bit of contact somewhere during the race.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's definitely what. Corsic Raccoon is down to, I wonder if him and Corsic Raccoon didn't have a get together because Raccoon is down to 8th now. Raccoon is
Bruising
definitely
Gnome might
lost.
be just trying to be careful. I think he wants to take Foley out.
Remington in 7th. And then we've got Grip Gambler in 6th.
Stream is still on the poster actually, so
Oh,
you guys
shit.
got them comments.
Sorry guys, I have to apologize for that.
We got some guys saying it sounds like an interesting race. Sorry guys, we did forget to change that.
I feel like an idiot now.
Sorry guys, we do apologize. It's first race, you know. We are still rusty.
In a long time, yeah. It's all these posters and stuff we need to do in the racing as well. And we've got contact between Remington and Grip Gambler. And Raccoon is caught in between as well. Raccoon coming on the inside of Remington. And Raccoon is off.
A bit of a bash.
At least you guys
see the
caught the
MTS
action
logo's
there.
got some damage.
Beamerstein in 4th. And Mika the Monster is actually keeping up with, and it looks like someone disconnected.
Ooh, I thought it was Alton.
No, it's not Alton. Mornay is currently
Alton.
leading with Sprung in 2nd, Sprungcon. And it was... I'm not seeing anyone disconnected.
I think it might have just been a lag from Forza. Looks like everyone's still in.
Yeah, no, I can also see everyone.
You telling me we're going to have a full race with no DCs? That would be amazing.
Well, the previous race was also a full race without any disconnections.
There you go.
Oh, Uncle Folly is in 9th. Mornay currently with the fastest lap, 27.6. Raccoon Dawson.
Yeah, let's see what other info we can find up here.
And I see the Raccoon is back on Remington and Grip Gambler, and Remington going on the outside of Grip Gambler, and then he goes
Sprungcon and Beamerstein also having a race. Ooh, it's very close. It's a tight section of the track. Oh, I saw something coming there. Sprungcon is into the sand, unfortunately. Neither one of them were giving space. Yeah,
and Grip Gambler is
unfortunately,
losing it. Grip Gambler is drifting into that same corner, and Raccoon is up the inside. Unable to make it stick though. But I think they can see Sprintcon in front of them now.
So this is where you could also have some, what you call, pit strategy coming into play.
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
Raccoon and
bumping him along. Oh, he's
Raccoon on
gonna
the
not
inside,
break
but
in
he's
time.
not going to make.
Oh.
He's missed his braking. And that's bringing Remington right
Remington
behind him. Remington's going to go for the overtake.
He'll take
Remington
that
is going out
easily.
wide. This is some interesting stuff happening here.
See if you can catch a place maybe. Get back in front of Remington. Ooh, Remington wide again.
A bit wide. Raccoon will have to drive out of that corner, but I don't think he'll be able to stick with the Mazda. There goes the Mazda.
Raccoon seems to be very strong in the corners. He's a very stable car.
Yes, definitely. Well, Beamerstein is up to 4th now. Up to 3rd. And he's got TC off in front of him and Mornay in 1st. There's not a big gap between them. TC off is
Mornay
2
is still
seconds
managing to keep
behind.
1st.
Yeah, TC off is 2 seconds behind Mornay, and then Beamerstein is 2 seconds from TC off.
Remington
Mornay
and
drifting.
Caustic are still going at it. But they're actually catching Grip Gambler as well in the action of all of this.
Mika is on his own in 4th currently. And Sprintcon is just in front of Grip Gambler, and then the battle.
That's where the
between
train
Remington
starts
and-
here.
Yes, and I see they catching up on Sprintcon, yeah.
We've got a Dushin on the comments saying that the reverse grid was a great idea. Well done to that. So it's a pat on our back from him. Thanks.
Thank
It's
you.
actually Foley's idea to make things more interesting.
Yeah.
So congratulate the man when you see him on track.
Uncle Foley had it spot on there. And just while we're mentioning Uncle Foley, just thank you for the sponsor from MTS
That's
as well.
it.
Return Truck Services. We do appreciate the sponsor.
The Remington lock up a bit. He is. Oh, we've got Caustic coming in for a pits. Oh, but
Yeah,
he's
that
crashed into
might
the
be
wall
a-
on entry.
Oh, come on. This is just not his race. Yeah, it's such a good first race, and the second race is just going all wayward.
I've got my fellow Bromance partner saying the front end of Beamer's M1 is moving around a lot. I think he might still have a drift spec one. I'm not sure, but maybe he just likes it loose. And then
Maybe
we've
he's
got
making-
Addition saying after the compliment, he's actually saying, but then we left the post on the stream, so we kind of cancelled that pat on the back, I guess.
Thank you for reminding
And we've also got
me.
Carl Kivett saying, go Umfole and Profit is my hero. It's very strange. I appreciate all the fans, you know.
You have to. They're looking forward to watching you guys on the stream tomorrow night.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to the race. I think this is literally, like I was saying earlier, this is like one of the first races I'm actually worried about.
Grip Gambler losing it.
Well, Caustic Raccoon's managed to get himself some good air this time, so hopefully he can
Yeah,
get his
hopefully he
head
can.
down and get the rest of the laps clean.
Yeah, he's got 7 laps to.
Ooh, we've got a few guys going into the pits at the same time. Should be interesting. Got Beamerstein, Mornay, and Mika in.
And Sprintcon
Mornay's
also
already
going
leaving.
in. Remington
Beamerstein
currently
and them
in
still
second.
sitting. Ooh. See if I can see from here if they get a clean pit. Oh, that looked like contact. Saw some tire smoke. Beamerstein
struggling.
Not bad.
Like the first race.
Yeah. Mika is also quite shoddy.
But I wanted to say what Gary was saying in regarding Beamerstein's front end looking loose. So I think for a drifter to fix his front end, he had to make the front end as loose as the back end, just to have the car.
That's true, yeah.
Turn into the corners like you would want it to.
Ooh, and now we've been thrown a curveball. We were actually supposed to make it a rain race.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna lie, I did forget about that part. So apologies. These guys managed to get lucky. They dodged that. Damn, I was actually supposed to be looking forward to that. Definitely still rusty, sorry guys. There's too much going on in one go, I tell you.
Oh, can you believe it?
Let's see if we can find a close battle anywhere. Seem to be all spaced out. Got Elton and Beamers close-ish. Ooh, but we've got TC off in pits. Let's watch him come out. Yeah, no, not too shabby. Bruising Gnome is first. I believe he's still got a pit though. So he might be pushing for the pit at the last minute.
Yeah, he definitely needs to pit. And TC off has actually
got second.
Overtaken Mornay.
It's not much of a gap, but there's a gap.
Yeah, and Mornay was in front of him. And then there's a big gap from Mornay to Beamerstein suddenly. And I can see Beamerstein had a knock on the front end.
Ooh, there they go. What's going on in there? TC off and Bruising Gnome having a battle.
And this is for position at this stage until Bruising Gnome needs to go and pit. And this is working in the hands of Mornay.
I was just about to say that, yeah. Oh, they're both running off.
And Mornay is coming up. Oh, this is working out brilliantly.
Angry Cougars ready to pounce.
Mornay will be thinking about himself, how the TC off get in front
there
of
goes
him.
Bruising Gnome. Yeah.
Bruising them into, oh, and he hit the tire.
And now it's a race. Oh.
And Mornay had to
Mornay's
brake.
trying to get past. Don't run it too wide.
He's going to try and come on the inside. No, he's going to keep running it wide and then suddenly going for the inside. And he's, oh,
ooh,
love
contact
tap,
there.
and Mornay is through. Mornay is back in first place.
Ooh, I was having a close race at the back here, so let's see who's who.
Mornay running wide and TC off running wide. TC off actually have a...
Oh, we've got contact.
Oh, TC off is in the front again. This is a good battle between Mornay and TC off.
Gonna come back that side.
And
see what's going on this side.
This will work in the hand. Oh, and Mornay coming up the inside. No, he's not. This will definitely work in the hand. Oh, Mornay out wide. Mornay is gone.
It's got 5 laps.
And this is... And the TC off is not keeping on the black stuff himself. So yeah, this is going to be hectic. And this is working in the hands of Beamerstein.
He is actually slowly catching up. Yeah. Alton is 4th yet again, so he's doing very well.
Beamerstein's fastest lap is a 1:26.7, which is half a second slower than his first race lap. And Beamerstein touching the grass and drifting on the final corner.
But Kyle commenting, asking if it's fair to put the rain in, but yeah, we did mention that the race settings for the second race are random. Well, race conditions, sorry.
And
So
Fortnite
the best bet is
supposed to be rain.
obviously on this track there is no night setting, so you literally only got day and rain. So it makes it a bit more simple. But on the tracks where you've got a night track and a rain track, then do a few laps in both settings. Just make sure you get some practice in and learn where some puddles can hide and whatnot.
Yeah, it will be the best.
Yeah, it will be very clear by the time we get to the second race. Anyway.
I'm following Mornay behind TC off here, and Mornay should have had the opportunity when he lost it, and I think that is not helping.
I think he can still get it if he doesn't make any more mistakes. I think he'll be good because I mean down the straights he definitely makes up some of his time.
Yes, definitely.
And now, in those last two corners that I've just been watching, he's actually caught TC off quite fastly.
Yes, especially the heavy braking corners, he's even making a bit more. But if he's going to brake late, then he's going to lose his time again.
We go back and see what's happening here between Grip Gambler and Bruising Gnome.
Well, the only battle on track now is basically between
first and second. Yeah.
First and second, TC off and Mornay.
Show the people what they want to see.
Yep. Oh, Mornay is
and
off
he's gone
track.
off again.
And this is gonna Beamerstein is passed. Beamerstein in second, and this is basically handing the race through to.
Alton should be coming
TC
through. Oh, you can see him in the background. Mika the monster.
How far is he behind Mornay? It's quite a distance, but it is catchable if Mornay makes another mistake. And the problem with this track is if you touch the grass, you're off.
Especially on the outside.
There's basically no way of saving, of going off.
But Alton or Mika was actually saying that how easy the Ferrari is to drive, and it might be showing because I mean he's fourth and he doesn't seem to be struggling as much.
He's not going off track, but the one thing that I've seen from the Ferrari, it is consistent, but it's not the fastest from what I've felt from the Ferrari.
Okay.
Well, that's
we'll
my
see as first and second have
experience
opened up. Yeah. The only close battle is now Grip Gambler and Bruising Gnome again. Bruising Gnome obviously only joining the second race due to family responsibility. But he seems to be doing well.
Yes, he is. He's currently in front of Grip Gambler.
It's nice to see some new names in here as well.
Yes, it is. It's always good to see new names. And I think Bruising Gnome is the only one that went with the Ford.
He is, yes, actually.
I did not
even
see
in the
any
other
of
groups.
Yes. I know there's a couple of guys that went with the Lancia.
Definitely.
And
we even had Mark commenting
guys...
on the Facebook page saying that it looks like a Lancia Cup almost.
Yeah, Lancia and Mazda. There's a lot of Mazda guys out there as well. I have to say, it's only Uncle Folly here with the Lancia, if I saw correctly.
I think
running the cars
and it was Springcon, I think it's also called. Yeah.
So TC offers Mornay's in the Cougar. Beamer we know is in the
BMW.
In the BMW.
Don't see a CSL here.
Beamerstein was going to take the CSL and then he decided against it. Springcon. Oh, you are right.
Springcon
is in the Lancia. So there's 2 Lanciers in this group here. And I know you guys, I know in the pro class, Jose took the Lancia, and the other night with tuning setups, he was quite fast in the Lancia.
Yeah, I see the time on the leaderboard. I have no idea how he gets that.
And
so hopefully it's not race pace, otherwise we're going to have a problem.
Then you've got Goofster as well, putting up very good laps around here with the M1, the 1M. And yeah, so you guys are going to have a tough battle in the pro group this series.
Not like it's changed anything. It's always tough outside.
No, that is true.
We've got Mark asking what he's missed. Pretty much everything. So I guess that's the last lap of the second race already.
You haven't really missed a lot in the start of the second race because the stream was on a picture and not on the race. So thanks.
We've got Carl Sagan for his repping the wheel gents. And that he is.
Okay, so we're watching TC Off is actually going to win the second race with Beamerstein in second, but Beamerstein is struggling. He's got Mornay in third, right behind him actually. So I wonder if Beamerstein didn't change his setup and is struggling for grip here.
Not sure. I think Mornay just might be struggling overall in such a tight track. I think once we get to Silverstone and it opens up a bit, I think he'll be having the last laugh.
The one thing I have to say of the Mercury is it is big and it drives like a ship around the corners
but it's got
Brands Hatch.
What you call
but if you can
American
get it around
power
the corners,
plants,
you're gonna enjoy the car. That's one thing I can say for sure. Okay, Uncle Folly is on his last lap now. Grip Gambler is about to go over the line now.
Carl Kivett is actually asking if we can check if Foley's got transmission damage. I think that's because of the wheel. He was saying that like every gear change is almost 4% engine damage. Something crazy like that. But I have checked on Foley's side and it says 0, so I'm not sure. It's probably a Forza acting up again. But simulation damage is on. I'll make sure of it. Unfortunately, we can't check that at the moment. But that's it. We've got TC off in first, Beamerstein second, Mornay third. Mika
and we've got
fourth.
Uncle Folly coming over the line in last position, and that is 10
Caustic
from
is
10
fifth,
finishes.
Yeah. That's it.
So that's
Caustic
good.
is fifth.
That's very good. Well, Raccoon had to recover there, and I think fifth for him was actually flippin' good. And if you look at the lap times,
I like to see this.
if you look at the lap times, Beamerstein was definitely the fastest, and then Mornay was second fastest from this group. And
I think
then
he was just struggling with
Raccoon.
consistency though.
Yeah, Raccoon was actually the third fastest from this race. And then it was TC off in fourth. So it just shows you, doesn't mean you've got the fastest lap, you're going to be the winner.
That's it.
I mean,
Hopefully that means something tomorrow as well.
TC off was a whole second slower than Beamerstein, but he managed to stay in front of Beamerstein. So yeah, this is definitely some good racing here, and it's good to see everyone's times all where we expected it to be. So yeah, that's very good to see.
It's very strong.
I can't wait for tomorrow night's race.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll be good to get Brands Hatch out the way at least.
And then focus on Silverstone.
That's it, exactly. So just remind you guys, second race is random setting, so try the rain setting obviously.
make sure you've got a setting.
It's really not that bad, actually.
If a track has got 2 settings only, it's like a dry and wet, make sure you've got 2 setups for your car. And if the track has got 3 settings with a night included, then make sure you've got 3 different settings.
I must say, with the night option might be a bit of a problem, because I see the RX-7 doesn't have lights, so we might.
I think there's
might
actually
have an issue with that.
I think there's 2 or 3 cars that might not have lights.
Yeah, but we'll check it out.
That's gonna be yeah.
But just try it anyway.
Yeah, if we're gonna test the tracks that has got a night mode and test all the cars. And check if it's a issue. If not, then we're gonna have night. We can throw a night race in there as well.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, if there is no lights, we're obviously not gonna what you call disadvantage anyone, and then we'll just try and get a rain one if that is the option. If not, then it's just 2 dry races, and you guys are lucky.
Yeah, well, like tonight's guys.
Yeah, they escaped.
Still can't believe Rowan forgot to put it on rain, and I can't forget. I can't get over myself forgetting to remove the poster from the stream.
Hopefully tomorrow goes better.
Yeah, we hope so. Well, the problem is tomorrow I'm alone, so then I'm going to have people telling me that there's problems with the stream.
Gonna have to be multitasking there.
Yeah, but it's going to be good. I can't wait. It's the pro class, and it's going to be fantastic to watch. I think there's a lot of close racing between the pro class, and we've got a group that is absolutely driven to race tomorrow, and it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
You guys have
but like maybe while everyone's still watching the stream, just to anyone watching, if you guys are in semi or am and want to do a help Jean out with the what you call stream, then maybe hit him up.
Yeah.
Just let him know.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to do it
That will
yourself,
be
because I know it's like trying to talk to yourself the whole time. You start going insane.
Yeah, and then next week, Monday, when I'm driving in the semi-pro class, then Rowan will be...
Someone can help me out, that's it.
Yes, so yeah, that's going to be fantastic stuff. But yeah, I can't wait. But listen, guys, thanks for watching tonight. And
from our side,
drama-filled
not so smooth start.
Thank you guys for watching, and have a great night.
Good night, guys. Good racing.